It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Yep, Christmas time in the Philippines. It's the Burr months: September, October, November, and December. September 1st starts the Christmas season. So last week I was at the mall, and you see what I see. Yeah, and then we have other things going on, just little things that happen in life. I'm outside every night calling to my lizards. They make a sound. It goes. So I talk back to them, and I think they're getting more used to me being out there. Got a lot of new babies, little critters, just little things, and they're black. And then as they get older, they get lighter and lighter. So the older ones, they're the lightest. The adolescents, they're the darker gray, brown color. My lizards. And they're getting used to me. They're doing all kinds of things around me.
We're onto the elusive brown bug-eating lizard. Boy, ain't they beauties. Okay, so these critters have been locked in like this for 5 hours. I don't think that they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? It just does not want to focus. Hold on, let me see if I can. It's the trouble with when you got a light right there next to you. Alright, well, good. I'm going to have some more baby lizards. They've been very active tonight. I've got 8 of them here that have been just going to town on the bugs. Yeah, the amihon's here, the humidity's up, and the bugs are everywhere the past couple of nights. These two, they met up, and they've been locked in like that since 6 p.m. It's after 10. I don't think they're fighting. What do you think? Look at this critter, huh? He's a big one. When I first saw him last night, I thought it was an Ippus. I went over to step on him. Wait, that thing's not an Ippus. I mean, you look at his dimensions. Almost an inch wide, 2 inches long. Yeah, big ugly critter. Call him Buff. Big ugly fat fella, right? First time I've seen one of these in the Philippines, but I wonder if he's responsible for eating all my plants. No, probably not, but that's okay. He's going away. I stepped on him last night, and he's still kicking around, as you can see. Flip him back on his back. Maybe the ants will eat him. No, he doesn't want to go on his back. There he goes. Big old belly there. He's the bop. So I've been doing a little shopping. I got a kilo black beans and a kilo of pinto beans. Now, I'll soak about half a kilo of both of these for 24 hours. And then I will boil them, cook them. I'll cook them together. And the reason being is once I get them cooked, then I'll take my immersion blender, which is 110 volts. I brought that from the States, and I'll use my transformer, which is there underneath my stand, stand mixer, right there. It's 3,000 watt. It's a big one, so it'll run a lot of things. But I got bigger than I needed for that, and I'm going to get a 500 watt. And then I can run some of these smaller appliances. But I boil all these together, and then I'll take my immersion blender and chop them all up, and I'll make myself some refried beans. One of the things you cannot get here unless you order through Lazada, and those things are expensive. Holy cow. Like $4 for a can. Yeah. Anyway, so the other things I've been shopping for is fruits and vegetables. Now, these are about normal sized Filipino tomatoes. They're, only about this big around. These are giants. If you can see by the hand here, they'll fill your hand. So normal size, those just came today, like 300 pesos. So about $4.50 for the bag of seeds, but I got 3 packages, so every time I get 3 packages, I give some to my neighbors and friends. I only need 1, and same with this. I had 3, I only have 1. This, the cherry tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, little guys like this, I'll grow those. And hot peppers, yes, I'm looking forward to the hot peppers. And I got bunching onions, green onions, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 pots. Now, I'm still going to get bell peppers, so I'm going to get 10 pots. Get that bread out of the way. I'm going to get 10 pots. I got to get a couple of bags of topsoil, and those will be being grown right out here by the wall in the front here. And yeah, they'll get enough sun, but they won't get direct sun. Get some rain, but we're almost out of the rainy season. We got a pretty good one last night. And yeah, you see all these are Chinese. Yeah, these might be Philippines because everything's in English, but these you can see are Chinese. These I believe are Korean. Yeah, but these little hot peppers here. Use those in your Filipino cooking. I also use them in my Mexican cooking. These onions here, I might do 2 pots of these because I use a lot of green onions, but I can make them in several different batches. And usually December or January is the best time to plant these because that's the best season for them. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'll get some pots here. The other thing I've been shopping for is a motorcycle mount for my motorcycle. Now this one here shows handlebar mount, but when it came, it had a mirror mount. Now I tried to mount this thing on my mirror, and it's just too thick. I don't have enough threads on my mirror to go down through this and tighten it up. So I ordered another. Again, same thing. And this one does have the handlebar mount. So I will put this on here and take this one off, and then I'll just keep this as a spare in case anything breaks on it. And I doubt this will ever break, so these are what I'm worried about mostly. Now these spread apart and they come back together. My phone's kind of big. It's a Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I have an OtterBox case on it. I tried it when I got this one, and yeah, it fit perfect in there. And then this little button here releases everything and collapses everything. So that's your locking button. But I can go horizontal or I can go vertical with it. And so I can use it vertical for my GPS and use it horizontal to record any motorcycle videos I want to shoot. So yeah, I've been doing a little shopping. This really wasn't that expensive. I think it was 537 pesos, so a little over $10. But it's well built and it's cushioned. It's got that rubber in between, so it's cushioned and it will work out good. And I just got to get this part mounted on my handlebar. And I was trying yesterday to try and figure out where I want to mount it. I don't have a lot of real estate on the horizontal part of the handlebars. In fact, 0, because everything's on it. So I will mount it kind of at a 45-degree angle. But with all the articulation you've got on this, I can get it moved over behind my mirror and get it up away from my windshield so that I can actually record something if I want to. All right, well, yeah, did a little shopping, but like I said, if it don't work out, get the right one, and I did. I did order this incorrectly because both of these were side by side in Lazada, and I clicked on the wrong one when I ordered it. And I just assumed, well, with the mirror mount, I'd take the mirror off and put this underneath it and tighten the mirror down and it'd be great. Oop, I got about a half a thread on the mirror and it was going to strip it out, and I just said, no, it's not enough. And if I if I tried to grind that down, then I'm going to weaken it. So I could do something different, but just with the thumb screw here, I'd take this part out and put this part in. So it's easy peasy. So I'm going to get this mounted this afternoon, and let's put this on there. This comes apart in two pieces. This goes over the top of it like this, so you can take it off when you're not needing it. It's kind of a pain because this tab right here locks into the back here, and yeah, it's it's a little bit on the tight side. You have to get a screwdriver in there and kind of pry it out. And instead of putting this one together, I'll just like I said, I'll just change the mounting ball on it, put this one on. All right, so veggies are coming together. Like I said, I still got to get bell peppers. I love my bell peppers. I'd like to get cucumbers, but I don't know how many cucumbers I would use. I've never had luck with lettuce, so that's one of the things you can't get here very good. I mean, if you get a head of lettuce, it's about this big around. Cabbage gets really huge, but not lettuce. I don't know. And I'm going to get going on my refried beans. I'm going to start soaking these this afternoon, and then tomorrow I can put them in the pot and start boiling them down. I have to cook them about 4 or 5 hours, and then I can get my immersion blender in there. Excuse me, and I can get that taken care of. So, all right, well, shopping with Jerry, right? Yeah, I just figured I better get this stuff while I can. Here's my stack of bills that I just paid yesterday. Yeah, that was a big chunk of blue backs. And that's what a 1,000 peso bill is, a blue back, I guess. I don't know. But don't mind my messy table. I don't know. What would you call a 1,000 peso bill? Blue back? I've got to pay my HOA dues. That's why I've got this stack here. That'll pay me up till the end of the year. So yeah, don't mind all my mess. I'm in the process here. I'm getting a shopping list together. I got to do some grocery shopping. I was going to do it today, and just as I was getting ready to go out and get on the motorcycle, it started raining. I says, I can wait. So then I went to the ATM and got the cash and went up to the office to pay my dues, and she was out of the office. So I guess in the morning I'll go do it. Oh, I got papaya seeds. I am drying these out, and hopefully I'm going to plant some papayas. These kind of sticking together here. So I got all kinds of little planting things planned here. You've seen my garden out front. I love my plants. So, all right, that's enough rambling for now.
I had some things to do today on the bike too. I want to take you guys along with some of my rides that I do. Having a phone holder, that's been kind of difficult. Finding one where my camera is located on my phone, because I don't have a regular dedicated camera that I use for my videos. I do everything on my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, 1080p. So actually it'll go to, what is it, 4K, but I don't record in 4K. That takes up a lot of battery. It takes up a lot of memory. 1080p is fine. Okay. So, yeah, I ordered a phone mount here a couple of months ago, and yeah, it wasn't going to work. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. I got other things that I've been trying to do, a lot of gardening and stuff now that the Amihan is here. And that means that we're not getting the Habagat, which comes out of the southwest and just funnels right up Manila Bay, right towards us. Now we're getting the Amihan. The winds come out more closer to Japan, come from the northeast down towards us. It's usually cooler and drier air, although we still get our storms. Last night we got one, and holy cow, that thing just hammered us. It started probably 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it went until about 5 o'clock this morning. I didn't sleep. The thunder, oh my goodness, lightning. It was giving quite a light show, but it was originally predicted to turn into a typhoon, and it was going to go over the north part of Luzon. As it got close to the Philippines and it started running up against the Sierra Madre Mountains, which run north and south on the east coast of Luzon. As the storm started hitting that, it started breaking it up, and it instead of going north, it just cut straight across because now it's just a regular tropical storm, and it came right over the top of us. Yay! But hey, we could use the water, right? We had actually a couple of days of dry. Oh no. And right now it's dry, but here within an hour and a half, it's supposed to rain again, according to my weather apps. Now, my weather apps are about 80% accurate, and it's been warmer. It was 31, so about 87, 88 degrees here this afternoon. Yeah, every time I walk outside, I just break out in sweat. Still about 80% humidity, which isn't as bad as it was earlier. Over the weekend, I think we were at the 90s, 93, 94% humidity. You could feel the air. Let's put it that way. So I've been doing a little shopping on Lazada. Now, Lazada is the Philippine version. Well, actually, it's the Asian version because it's not just Philippines. China, Philippines, Vietnam, maybe even Indonesia, all use the app. And we have Lazada, we have Shopee, which for some reason I cannot get the app. I see all the ads, but I can't get the app. I don't know why. And then we have Alibaba, which I wanted to get some dried beans, which you can't find dried beans in the store. Now, maybe if I go to S&R, that's like the Costco version of the Philippines. Maybe if I go there, I could find dry beans, but I spend a lot of money when I'm there, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to carry money over because Christmas time, I'm going to have gifts to buy. So I order a lot off of Lazada. The beans that I wanted to get, I looked on Alibaba because the pinto beans were out of stock. The black beans I could get, and I just put those in my cart until later when the pinto beans were coming, and then I could just get them all one time, which I did today. But on Alibaba, they wanted me to order 100 kilos. 200 pounds of beans? Probably not. I don't need that many. And I like my refried beans, so I'll make my own. I was getting canned beans, but at about $1.45, $1.50 per can. Get 2 cans of pintos, 2 cans of black beans, cook them up together, use my immersion blender, chop them all up and everything. What can I do with my arm? Got a bruise on my arm. Sorry, I just now noticed that. I never look at that part of my arm. Anyway, use my immersion blender to chop them all up and make them into a paste. I cook that down. I put some other seasonings, some garlic, some onion, stuff like that in there, and cook all that up together. But I don't like spending that much money, so I bought a kilo of black beans, bought a kilo of pinto beans. That's going to turn out to be a lot of frijoles. I like tacos. I like refried beans. I use refried beans on a lot of things. So, yeah, I miss my American food, and I love my tacos. So I get a craving for tacos, and I got to have my refried beans, my refreeze. That's what I call them. Anyway, so did a little shopping. I also want to get a vegetable garden going. So I've been sourcing plants, seeds, and we'll see how that goes. I still got a couple more to get. I'll show you that. It's Christmas time, so Merry Christmas to myself. These are my Christmas gifts. Now with this new motorcycle mount, I got to get this thing mounted. I'm going to do it tomorrow because it's getting late in the day, and I'm just kind of tired. I've been getting a lot of handlebar therapy. Like I said, I did a lot of errands yesterday. I had bills to pay, and had place to go, things to do, people to see. No, I didn't have people to see, really. But I had places to go, and so it was easier on the motorcycle. One thing about motorcycle, I can always find a parking spot. The car, not so much. And besides, little wind in your teeth. Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot cooler, but when I take my helmet on, I just got sweat pouring off of me. So, and I'm just using the half helmet, my Harley Davidson half helmet. I've got three full face helmets too. One of them is a convertible helmet. I'll do a video on that. It's a Harley Davidson. I bought that for my late wife. She loved that helmet because it's full face and you can take the front off, and then it's only like a 3/4 helmet. And then you can also convert that and open it up and everything. You can still have your visor and stuff, or you can take all of it off and have it pretty much open. So that was what I'd planned on wearing during rainy season, just in case I get caught out in the rain. I can put it all back together and keep my face dry. And it's got like a neck gaiter that you can unfold, and it comes down onto your hair. So with your raincoat and everything, you put it underneath, and yeah, keep you dry. But so far, I haven't had to use my rain suit. Knock on wood. But hey, I'm rambling. I got a long video already cut here, and showing you all the little things that I bought for my own Christmas. So hopefully soon I'll get to take you guys on some rides and show you parts of what I see when I'm out on my bike. Show you how crazy traffic can be sometimes. I plan on taking a couple of trips next month. By then, in November, it will be a lot drier. There's an expat meetup coming up. My friend Steve Johnson, who I went to one of his meetups last year, March. Yeah, I think it was March of last year in Alabang, Cavite. And that's where they're holding a Thanksgiving expat meeting, expat get together. So I might ride down to Cavite. It's about a 2-hour ride, maybe 2.5, and take the motorcycle if the weather's going to be good, and show you some of the scenery there too. So a lot of things coming up. A friend of mine, Daryl, he wants to do a road trip, and every time we get ready, the weather just kind of collapses, and we're still waiting for the better weather. We want to go up to La Union. We want to go to Pangasinan. There's a place up there in Lingayen Gulf, and it's called 100 Islands. Really like to see that. It's on my wish list. So he wants to go, and we just got to get the timing right. I got to get my drone out. I got to get some practice. I've got to get a screen recorder. So because I use my phone to see what my drone is doing, it's got all the parameters and stuff. And with the screen recorder, then I can record onto my memory what my drone is seeing. Otherwise, I've got no way to download it. It's got an SD card, but I don't have a computer that I can download it. And I've got a computer, but I don't know how to put it together, and I don't have anybody really to help me. So, yeah, my computer is my phone. Hey, welcome to my computer. They have more computing power than what I had in the late 80s on a regular desktop computer. Figure that out. In 30, 40 years, the advancement in technology. Now we've got AI, and I'm not messing with AI. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see what comes up later. I got pots to buy. I got fill dirt to get. I got seeds to plant and get my garden going. It's a little early in the year. Usually people plant around December, January, but I'm going to try and plant at the end of October, and we'll see how it all turns out. Maybe it's too wet still. I don't know. Tomatoes are really sensitive about getting too much water. They're kind of a dry plant. They like to have the soil a little drier than a lot of plants. So we'll see. I got plenty of seeds though. So I got 3 packs of the giants. I mean, these things are supposed to get that big around. It would be nice to have big, juicy tomatoes, not these little things that the Philippines have that you can't even hardly cut through them. The skins are so tough on them. But it is what it is. I'm going to see if I can Americanize some plants. Then, of course, I'll harvest the seeds out of these plants and repurpose them. I believe in sustainable gardening, and once I get my plants going, Even my onions, you let them go, and then they'll get seed pods on top of them. Get the little black seeds out, let them dry, then freeze them. I like to freeze them for at least a month, and then pull them out, let them get back up to room temperature, plant them in the dirt. Boom, you've got plants again. And then you harvest them, and you let just a couple go to seed, and then you get the seeds off of them. Same with tomatoes. You get the tomatoes, you cut it open, you scrape out the seeds, you wash them off really good. You got to really wash those things. I use this little strainer thing to wash them off really good. Then you let them dry, put them on a paper towel, let them dry for 3 or 4 days, put them in a baggie, put them in the freezer. About a month later, take them out, let them get back up to room temperature, about 4 or 5 days, plant them. Practice that back in the U.S. My late wife and I, we had a big garden. It was 48 feet long by 30 feet. It was a big garden. And yeah, we practiced sustainable gardening, and there were only a few different plants that we had to buy every year. But like our squashes, our cucumbers, our zucchinis, the squash family, our tomatoes, we did that. Onions, we would let a couple go to seed. Our garlic, we'd let a couple go to seed. And we always had more. Our melons, we had watermelon, cantaloupe, and when we would cut them open, we'd take the seeds out. Unless I got the seedless watermelons, then I had to buy more seeds. But almost everything you can do sustainable with gardening. So I'm going to try that because, hey, if I only have to buy one packet of seeds from China or South Korea, then I can keep reusing those seeds, and maybe they'll even hybridize. I've had some plants hybridize, and they were quite interesting. My cherry tomatoes, I can do the same thing. Let's see, what else did I get? My chilies. Yeah, I really like to find some jalapenos. Could I find some jalapenos, please? Because then I could take the seeds out. I can get them in the jar, but they're pickled, and by then the seeds are already they're sterile. I'd really love to find Anaheim green chilies. Oh, please. Can keep begging my daughter, can you send me a care package? Some seeds. Okay, so some American seeds. Some things may not grow here, but some things will. I'm hoping that these big tomatoes will grow here. Fingers crossed. So, all right, I've rambled on. Catch you all later. I hope you're all doing good. God bless you all.